and then they'd have right beside it the Jamaican package.
Here it is, here it is. Okay, we're good, we're good.
Oh, we're going into the game, guys. Do it. Oh.
I can already feel the SpongeBob hyperventilating. Horny.
Hear that sound? That's me slapping myself into the game. Let's go, guys. Game number 1, Action PH versus Zeal. We're about to start it off right here, and you're joining us in Philippines broadcast. Sorry, the English broadcast of the Philippines VCT, and we're starting off with Fireside and getting a pick off onto Georgie. Is it me or do I not hear the game sounds?
Yeah, same here, but it's all right. It'll be fine. But like I mentioned, very aggressive map control, as you can see. They did get the pick off from Georgie because he wanted to get that map control. I think Zeal was banking on that fact. So that's why they triple stacked it. Eman still finds a pick. Whatever happens there, I believe Zeal should be able to take the A site, which does leave Eman to hold on by his own. But Beats opens up.
Yeah, that's a great couple entries right there by Beats. Even though he is on the Sentinel role, very much comfortable right here. But oh, there we go. That's the game sounds I'm hearing right now. Fantastic as we go into this retake. 2v4, very much doable. Ryu just gets around the corner, taking down one right before he gets stunned up. Another stun should be coming in just a second, though. This is the aftershock that we will be deploying. That's going to be another kill from Motsky. Suddenly, it's all possible. This is a 2v4, now brought to a 2v2, as Ryu and Motsky looking for the last 2 players beaten. Fireside Ooh, swings out wide a little bit. Nice right click right there from Beats. And Fireside is able to clean things up. A good attempt on the retake, but the positioning a little bit better from Zeal.
Gotta say, that position for Fire Sergeant is incredibly risky, just because of the fact that because he was smoked off and where the spike was planted and he didn't have any util, he wouldn't really have been able to help Beats out. So Beats being able to do these pop shots was so helpful. Look at that. I think at that point, we just knew that Action PH did not know where Fire Sergeant was. They had an inkling that there was one in A main, but they didn't know if there was one hiding on the site, so they had to slow push it. But again, the in-transition pickoffs that Beats got was really what led them get that round.
Now it's the anti-eco. This is something that Georgie loves doing. He loves playing aggressive with this. Never mind. I was looking at Beats. Sorry, that was a little bit of my bad on that one. But I was about to say Georgie loves to play aggressive on the on the defensive side, but never mind. They're going into the A site instead, rather grouping up all of their forces here. They haven't found a pick just yet, especially not with that Marshall, so it should be interesting as it's a good gamble right now for the defensive side. Action PH have actually made a good read. They've spotted out nobody just yet. I think they must have just seen the corner of Emma. Goes around the bench. Nice land as far as Saiyajin gets 2. Beats is right there with a backup and Senior Carl as well. Ryu is only able to get 1. A very clean side taken plant from the side of Zeal again.
Or Saiyajin just saying, cool guys, don't look at explosions. Throws out his nade and then just waits for him to get itself a kill. That's unfortunate. That's also the strong point that I was able to experience a couple of days ago when I tried out Chamber again here on Fracture. Literally all you... Okay, still gets it. It's okay, it's okay. I mean, he gets him back.
A little bit too expensive at this point, but... Okay, 2G Monster, he's able to bring it back. If they got 1 more kill, that would have been, awful bonus round for Zeal Esports, but... Should be alright now as they find the last remaining kills. They will be making Fire Saiyajin go up on that Vandal though, so it's a sort of semi-buy for Fire Saiyajin as they want to try the best they can to win this round.
Oh, also, I was about to mention, if your Chamber on attack, literally cover both flanking positions of defenders, right? So if you push on one site, you can, before the round starts, you can literally just put both of your trademarks on spawn and the spawn across the zip. So with that, you cover all of your flanks already, and I'm not sure if you can smoke that out similar to what you can do with a KJ turret or a KJ alarm bot, but it works really well to handle the flank. And if you're afraid of that long lurk that could come from your opponents, it is very much covered by the Chamber if he stays alive longer in the round.
Going into good opening kill for Fire Saiyajin. Already this bonus round starting to look expensive. No way to heal right now for the members, for Fire Saiyajin at least. Senior Carl is going to be playing this angle, waiting around the corner. spots out Emma, and Emma knows where he is. Pain Shell does come out, forces him out. But there's a couple of players right behind, and Emma doesn't connect on the shot. So Action PH not landing the crucial kills that they need to, especially on those aggressive pushes. Now it's brought to a 3v5. This bonus round looking less of a bonus already for Zeal, as they might take it in this 3v5.
Again, the name of the game is all about that aggression. Oh, the time. Oh, what? No! So you recall, he just misses.
Go back. Oh!
He doesn't know. He's gonna get stabbed or just
One enemy remaining.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna mention, as defenders on Fracture, you can't really just passively allow opponents to come into the site, because you see already the threat of what an Astra and Breach can do if you stay on that teeny tiny site, whether on A or B. You get sucked off by the gravity well, or you get stunned off of your brains out by the fault line. So you kind of don't want to be playing in that interval or in that location, because it's just no bueno for you.
Do better.
Ooh, that's a good shot from Georgie, but not too consequential at this point as a bonus round. You know, Zeal's going to throw as much as they can into getting this rifle out of the hands of Georgie, because it's a bonus round. They're going to have money anyway. Spots out one. A lot of damage to the wall. Georgie making it so expensive here. They won the round anyway. 4 kills right now. They're unable to take him. He wants to hold on to this rifle until the end.
And with good intention, he could probably drop it to somebody, get the orb, and then have his ultimate if he wants to go that route, just in case. You know, a couple of highlight clips here for Georgie, but again, these frags just, it's not yet enough, especially when Action PH will be forced to go for this weaker buy coming into round number 4. The question now lies, how aggressive will they be? And where are they going to put their monies at on this weaker buy? For now, that you can see RU is just gonna clip himself at the back of A here. He does have his utility, but again, the same issue will come into pass once Zeal set their sights on the A site. They're gonna wait for these smokes, and then they're just gonna throw their utilities. RU's gonna get flushed out, and then that's just gonna allow Zeal, to go into the site pretty much undeterred.
The economy of Zeal after winning that bonus round is starting to balloon a little bit. But oh, no stopper, straight up lands nicely onto Emma. That's already a kill that they managed to find. Emma doing great. Sorry, Farsigen rather, finding Emma and to be brought to a 3v5 right here. Nobody else onto the site. Site should be clean for this post plant. Let's see how they set up. This Cosmic Divide will give them a little bit more security. Georgie will have to push through it. Sees the barrel of the gun peeking from the tip. And that's going to be enough to help him find that pick-off. Upgrades to a rifle on Modsky's side. They're going to find another one before the stun comes out, but the refrag is good from 2. Modsky finding Craigie. Could be another one, 2v2. Doable for either side right now. Who's going to land the shot? Sirodetio gets one, but Carl closes out both.
We definitely need a nice little quick pick on how fast Senior Car's flick was there. Almost a round win there for Action CH. It seems like every round they're just barely getting an opportunity to clutch it out. But again, being forced to play for post plant is not the best of scenarios for them. As I mentioned, it really makes it easy for the attackers just to isolate the site because of the agents that they have. As long as you have those couple of crowd controls to flush out the sites, there's very little that you have to really peak once you start attacking it. But now, here we go. This is the buy run as it were. Georgie will have his ultimate, but he still decides to play with the Vandal. I think this is a smart decision. You don't want to use a sniper when everything is very, very fast and very aggressive from the attackers. So you want to play it nice and spray heavy.
Oh, that's a good 1-2 combination right there from Action PH on the defensive side.
Okay.
Right there.
Just a bit of a hold here for Zeal. This is what we're talking about, man. The more aggressive take. They can't really just stay on the site itself because it doesn't really give you that many defensive options, as it were. Now, Georgie holding on Heaven here because he does have the TP is fine. But again, as you hold on Heaven, there is some angles where you will have to wide swing, but he's better than me. He knows where these tight little angles are, and it allows him just to hold it off. 1 versus 3. Could have gotten the third one, and Craigies is starting to come alive. He is trapped, though. 1 versus 3. They know where he is, and he will have to have to deal with the rest of the defenders as they come rushing in, excuse me. One by one they go, but Emon finally finds one, and Akshan PH finally on the board here, either.
Well, speaking of rationing, they will have to do some because the economy in Zeal not exactly the healthiest right now. So it's a matter of what we're going to buy. It's looking like it's going to be a quasi-buy for these guys as the first round finally comes in for Action PH. And it was this nice defensive setup that they actually did get a big victory on towards that A site. Craig, yes, making an argument that could have been a close one. It was definitely a close round, but in the end, Zeal going to take a loss on that one as we get into the next one. These quasi-buys pretty much very dangerous for Zeal right now as they make their push towards Dish this time. This is very much typical of Zeal to go quite aggressive and to control Dish early. This is something that they'd like to do. And this time they're going to get away with it. Nobody really challenging on the other side. So Zeal, they're going to go back and they're going to play somewhere else. They're going to try to rotate towards that B side.
You want to play? Let's play.
Zeal just went straight to the zipline area, still going for A main because FireSide somehow has actually crept himself up onto the A site. You mentioned how Zeal wants to go for that Dish. They made a lot of noise, which allowed FireSide just to sneak his way through. Now Emon is going to stop him in transition, but his ultimate finds absolutely nothing. He is very near, though. He will have to react to this quickly enough as he is taking some pseudo damage from that Viper Spit, low enough that he actually goes down, and Modsky and Seer Death will have to manage this one through. It seems like they might not be able to do it. Zerdethio goes down, and Zeal's another point on the board.
Yeah, that's a hard reset for Zeal as they do take another loss. They will have, I'd say, a fair bit of money. And just like I said, man, the quasi-buys have been so dangerous to Zeal. Doesn't matter what gun they have in their hands, whether it's a Sheriff, whether it's a Vandal. They're making it happen. And I'm happy, Asura, that we're seeing another resurgence of the Vandal coming back into play. Like, for a long time last year, everybody was just playing with Vandals. I'm sure some people still prefer it. But it's nice that people are going back to the Vandals.
Yeah. Wishes Gaming is not going to agree with you. If I remember correctly, and watching all their matches, they do
like five Phantoms. Yeah.
Yeah. They're what you call, you call them the Phantom Thieves? Because they, steal your life away.
Phantom Menace.
Teleport's ready.
Ah, dang, yeah, that's a good one.
But Senior Carl opening up the round with a pickoff. It's an eco round here. Action PH. They're gonna be happy. This is the same thing they did last round, and a couple of rounds ago. Zeal, they fall for it again, but not too hard this time because they only lose one. So it's a little bit of progress for the side of Action PH, but nothing too much to write home about. Zeal will still be happy to take this one and work their way towards the B site right now. FireSide and Craigie, they're able to get a couple of picks in between them. Nice shot from Modsky, stunned or not, he lands it. FireSide responds. That's going to be the round cleaned up by FireSide. A triple kill for him on this anti-eco, and Zeal, they're looking pretty good again, Asarai, with 3 people staying alive. And look at the economy starting to balloon right now.
Yeah. A while ago, on those 5 rounds that we started with, they actually had pretty terrible economy, even if they started winning, because they did lose a lot of their players just hunting people like Georgie and whatnot. But it is working right now. FireSide has been just the guy that just traverses through utility. Again, because there is no proper sentinel aside from the chamber, there really is a lot of avenues where FireSage's aggression actually allows him to get past through. You saw here about 10 seconds, 20 seconds before they started going for the B side, he was already at the defender's spawn, and APH just don't know about it because, again, they have to take map control together unless they want to risk the fact of the 1v1s. There's nothing APH can really do other than the fact to just get information aggressively or play retake and hope that they can actually win the retake against Zeal, which they haven't really done so far.
Oh, look at this. Are-you trying to get a little inquisitive, trying to push up close, will be forced back. Satchel starts to escape, but still FireSide catches him off. And that's going to be another kill. Zerdethio looking to capitalize, but Modsky is able to get a double right now. Suddenly, how has everybody found their way into Dish as Modsky finds the third and dishes out the pain onto Zeal?
Well, you know what they say. Revenge is A dish best cold serve. Oh wait, what? Serve best cold.
So close, Asarai. So close. You almost had it. That was almost cool.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's my trademark. I'm almost cool. That's about it. But V spotted him. Oh, okay, okay. Well,
I have the spike.
you know, it's all good. 14 seconds. He can't possibly get this, right?
10
No
seconds
way,
left.
not
He
unless
has to
wins
drop
this
in.
duel. Oh my god, so close. He almost had the crosshair placement as well, but Georgie does actually take this one. Second round from Action PH, but it wasn't convincing. It wasn't clean. It came down to the timing. Action PH cutting off Zeal mid-rotation here towards the dish area. And although Fire Saiyajin was able to get a couple right there, it still wasn't enough because the rest of the members started to funnel their way into dish. And look at this. Modski going huge with a big triple.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
I can see why Modski was able to pop off there. You know, aside from him just being a good shot, right? Zeal just probably didn't expect like a fourth man to stay in that interval. They were like, yeah, guys, we got this already. We can start pushing out to the side. No way they have another one just marking us right as they try to rush right into it. Anyways, attackers are setting up the ultimate already. Counter Rolling Thunder. So it really is the roles of the Thunder as of now, but they have still yet to actually fling the side. Georgie finds one, and the defenders are starting to ramp up into this one, Elu, as the 3 versus 5 commences. Georgie is still holding the side, but Beats and Craigie somehow squeeze their way. The nade will be used to delay, but attackers still have a good control of this one, but they still have yet to plant down that spike.
Nice try.
And, with all of that, seems like it shouldn't be for APH here. Emon has already showed his presence on Heaven here. Beat is down to 39. He is really in a cheeky spot, but look at that crossfire. Works out. Beat somehow manages to still survive through the snake bite, and Senior Carl finds the last kill. APH, they're somehow managing in these very, very rough rounds, but they still get it regardless.
It's another great round for the side of Zeal. Right, let's take a look at this. Action PH making... They're starting the rounds off really well here, Astray. They're getting, you know, picks. They're doing decently. And I'm just a little bit concerned about the attacking side on Action PH. It's not convincing at all. Georgie's really doing the bulk of the work. Oh. Ooh, close. Far side, and they're ready for the aggression though. You know, this aggression on the defensive side is so well understood and read by Zeal. At this point in the game, they're just so ready for anything that Action PH throws their way. That's another triple kill for Fire Saiyajin. So I'm gonna say it now, Asarai. We said this on the desk earlier on. When Fire Saiyajin is hot, the rest of the team is hot. And look, he's just gotten a 4K. Again, he can be getting the ace, but the... Oh! No, don't do it. Oh, wait. Oh, the satchel.
He has a Spectre in hand. Can't handle it long range. He's already gotten tagged as well. He'll take the slower pace there, though, for Emon, but he was feeling it. Somehow feeling it. But yeah, you were talking about Fire Saiyajin just heating up, and when he does, Zeal looks nigh unstoppable.
That is another 4K from Far Saiyajin. The showstopper should be online any second now. He's just been getting more kills round after round. It's so hard to stop him when he's like this. And this is sort of like so typical Zeal, where it's like live by the sword, die by the sword. And Far Saiyajin is the blade.
That works.
You know what they say? The unseen blade is the deadliest.
That's Zed.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good flash. That opens stuff up. Fire Saiyajin doesn't know that Modski and Georgie are actually doubling up. But speaking of the double up, a double kill for Craigies, as again, they're not expecting the multi-stack from the attackers, which still allows APH a fair amount of manpower as they barrel their way onto the B site. Tuge is holding the lurk. He's about to get swung by Emon, so we'll see how that goes. The timing is almost perfect, and Ryu gets the trade regardless. 2 versus 2 to remain. And the clock has started ticking down.
That was a great off angle. Could have gotten 2, but just the time. A little awkward. Barrel of the gun
Last
peeking
player
out. It's
standing.
enough for Senior Carl to get us into a 1v1. Now, Craigie S does have Rolling Thunder. Should be enough. As on the ropes, Craigie S will find Ryu and hang him on it. It's 9-2. Action
Last
PH
round in the half.
cannot get a single round. Well, they can. They've gotten 2, but man, they have been so unable to get 2 in a row because Action PH, man, their aggression has become a little bit red at this point, honestly, Asura.
It has been, but I'm gonna point out, I think the bigger factor here is Zeal just commits to the trades, right?
You want to play? Let's play.
The encounter points that they have had every single round just has a lot more players than Action PH, I'm pretty sure, were realizing. Action PH, they get trades. The problem is, they just don't know how many people they have to trade against. Oh, yeah.
Going straight onto the site right here. Fireside and Dylan managed to hit that, but Emma and Modsky are going to work together hand in hand. Upgrade available. The tour de force from George is able to get another one. Looking like it could be a 9-3 scoreline. Craigie S, the last one remaining. 1v2. They know he's on site with the spike. He has to cross if he wants to get it back. Craigie S will win another one. Needs the ace. Needs the ace to complete this.
Modsky trying to read the rotation, but because he can't hear anything, he's going to have to guess if Craigie actually goes for B, but he's going for the next step. He's actually moving across the zip because now Craigie is thinking his opponent's going to come through his left, right? And if he plays this correctly, Modsky should be able to creep his way up. The question lies, who gets who first? The timing is going to be crucial here, and Craigie, oh, he's planted it out in the open. Modsky's going to probably think he's going to be on the side. This is perfect for Craigie right now. Tension, Ilu, I am feeling it here. So he's gonna smoke himself off, but unless Craigie hears the tap, he's not gonna commit to the fight. He can't also go fault line into this. Oh, no timing! Oh! He's got it. Oh! No.
By the hair of his skinny chin, they steal that round away.
Switching
But
sides.
my God. That's all right. What's so concerned? Let's take a little bit of a closer look at that, man, because that, I thought Craigie S had it. I thought the ace was his. It just came down to that smoke, that tiny outplay. What a round right here. But I do want to point something out, Asura. It feels like every round that Action PH win is a round that they have to fight tooth and nail for. It's like even if they are pretty much comfortable on Fracture, it's not the same thing because Zeal, they're happily taking clean rounds out. But Action PH, even the easier rounds, I'd say, the half buys, the bonus rounds, Action PH are struggling on it.
Oh, that's aggressive from Georgie, but he does get caught off. And yeah, I get your point there. There really is, I think, that element that Zeal just fights better at this point. But again, I feel like it is partially to how Fracture just is all about that map control, and arguably attackers do have that
Spike down, B.
first shot in a sense. In any case, though, we still have to see how Zeals will manage this one. They will be encountering somehow the first issues that Sean PH did went through, but Sean has very little rounds to give up at this point. Beats is still going to be holding the cross. They already know he's somehow on generator here, but the spike cannot get planted. So it's either they rotate out or they try to catch Beats, and he is still full on HP. So they got to be careful at this interaction.
Still very much doable, especially now that Georgie's quite low on HP. And, you know, Beats with this pistol in his hand, one shot could be the difference. One shot might just be all he needs.
Spike planted.
Spike's gone in the completely other side, though. On the complete other side. And he's going to have to make that long rotation to it. See what he can do. Beats in a 1v2 for this pistol round. Zeal would love this pistol, and this will help them truly secure the half. And maybe even the game.
There's no TPs for Georgie. He's actually just left it off. So it's going to be just wide peaks. There's two bullets on this Headhunter. And let's see if he gets those heads. Swaps out to the pistol, but Georgie's faster on the pull. And that is Akshan PH wiggling one out in the attacking side pistol.
It's going to be a little bit of room to breathe, but not much. If they can win the bonus round, if they can get a couple more in, build up that momentum that we know Action PH has in them, then this might just be a game on our hands here. But if Zeal steal it away, if they win one more, they're in double digits. It's already danger territory here for Zeal, for Action PH rather. They cannot afford to make mistakes on the Action PH side. So they're going to be trying to group up their forces here, try to make an aggressive push. Look at how far Zeal is going on this. Is a triple push right behind them. This could be dangerous if they slow down too much.
How much you get caught here as well beats how much effective is your Headhunter. Not really that much, but now that does give some information about what is happening here. Serapdethio just about to get swung, and he's like 40 HP, but he has tagged up the rest of the Zeal squad. They will be able to pick up some weapons, but again, this is just Zeal's frantically trying to outpace their opponents. Now we're left to fire Sage. He does have a Sheriff in hand, and he finds a couple of heads here. 1 versus 3. They have a rough idea where he's going to be sneaking out to, and it's all about the rough patches, the rough shots on the Sheriff. Sneaks one through. Georgie just barely misses and hits the body, but Georgie hits the head.
Yeah, Farsigen almost had the right timing on him, but in the end, it's still a decent eco round for Zeal as they get a couple. Now, Action PH will be having Georgie on the rifle, so they're going to have him on a hero buy. Even full armor, so they really know that they need this round. They know that their chances are decent at it, so they want to force it out as much as they can within reason, so that they can hope to take this one away.
I want to see how aggressive Zeal do things on their defending side. So there's a double swing right now from both Fire Sage and Beats, and that's going to be the catch-off onto Emman, who got a bit too frisky on that point. There's the white wings, no flashes, no utility whatsoever. It's all about the crossfire, and look at how much Zeal just, again, win out the trade. Motsky and Georgie will be going for the pinch on the A site. There's nothing left there but just the utilities, but that might be enough, actually. As they transition in, they will have some smokes from Motsky, but I don't know how effective that will be moving forward.
Yeah, this is the difference between the teams right now. Bonus round for bonus round. Zeal looks like they have a better grip on it. So, right now, 2v4. Spike has yet to be placed, has yet to be planted, and so it's going to be a little bit of time before they finally make their decision, because there is a little bit of time to play with. They got 47 seconds. And so, Zeal, happy to stall, happy to wait as long as they can. Far back is where they want to be. Like this angle right now, good selection. And Beats, that one jump peek gave them so much information. Really good timing as well. And the gravity well that it gets around the corner anyway. Spike will go down. They'll be happy to play for real here.
Oh, that was smart. Yeah, good thing to plant on top of the site so they don't get flushed out by the aftershock. Now the problem lies that A side is very risky just to play the post plant, because as they push it, the post planters are actually the better of the angler takers, because everything is just so awkward on that A site. You see how far forward Motsky had to peek out, and as soon as he dies, there's no crossfire from Georgie, because A main is just at an interval or at a position where he just can't refrag for his teammate there, and it made it very easy for Zeal to retake that side. A little bit rough around the edges because Georgie's just a crack shot, but regardless, they had more bodies to throw than what Georgie could manage.
Yeah, definitely. They used the numbers completely to their advantage. Really well played there by Zeal. And yet again, they emerge. Now they get double digits, and it's starting to be danger territory right now for Action PH. And even though Georgie is basically playing out of his mind, Georgie can't do it alone. He's at 19 kills right now. Only person above him is Farsigen, who is 21. And you know what we say about Farsigen, right? Once he goes hot, man, this guy goes super instinct, ultra instinct.
Really, is that God Goku, as it were.
With Fire Saiyan, bro.
Yeah.
Super Fire Saiyan.
Kriggy's getting the cross here on Arcade. See if he can fight this cabinet. Oh, not gonna happen. Georgie finds the head first. The counter flashes for a bit of that reaction, but Tuge just cannot manage all of these blinds that are going against him. Look at Singer Carl with his cheeky little angle, but still gets flushed out in the end. We're back once again with Beats holding, trying to manage this, but the bubbles on this smoke doesn't allow for really much. And Georgie slowly creeping up. Now, if Beats just holds a little bit further here, Georgie should be able to catch it.
Shame you had to die.
There you go.
But you are not part
It's
of
a
my
really good round from Georgie. And it's really just the Georgie Fire Cyanogen show right now that we're watching. Look at that, 22 kills. Georgie just came back, and now he's at 23 with another 4K. They're just really showing each other up. It's a master class from these two players right now. One was Georgie, one was Sentinel. But game definitely still hanging in the balance, and both of these players weighing down each of their respective sides as much as they possibly can.
Much as they can, as you were mentioning. APH is slowly coming back into this, but Emon, he has just been caught a lot more than he gets the catch off himself. Modski gets another, but I don't think they know. Now they do know the fire side is there, but he is actually getting supplemented by Craigies, flashing out of nowhere. And he's blinded the rest of the APH squad. Modski's the only one to remain. 4 bullets and a dream. A little bit confuddled there, but now they know where the last player is huddled over. And Modski's gonna have to go above and beyond to keep his team afloat. Zeal, not really yet at match point, but they're damn near close to it. Elo to Monster. I love to see if he gets the kill here at long range with the frenzy. That would be absolutely nuts.
Like, nah. I've got a frenzy. I'm not gonna fight that, and that's the right choice, man. Big respect. A lot of players in the 3v1, they take that fight, dude. But this guy, respect. Tuge knows better. He's got the discipline.
I don't know, man. I would have
30
risked
seconds
it.
left.
He knew that he was tagged.
I know you would have tried to take that fight.
Man, if that happened for Tuge, he was like, oh, Tuge's so good. I mean, he is, but he would have been even better if he got that kill with the frenzy. Oh.
Well, there's 15 seconds. I don't think he's going to get this.
He's going to have to run in, and that's going to alert Craigies of what's about to come, right?
He's going to be able to walk on. It's free. It's a free sight. Ooh, sees it. Okay, and I guess the body shot with the sheriff is just enough to take him out.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, if as we see here, as Zeal is risking the biscuit to get this map control, so is Illustrado's pet puppy.
Sorry, my dog was biting my internet cable.
Yeah, I was talking about it with the chat.
Afraid.
I was talking about it with the chat where, you know how Zeal risks the biscuit with getting that map control? I also saw how Biscuit risks biting off your land table.
Yeah, he would have been disowned so quick.
No, it was just
risk,
joking,
Biscuit.
guys.
You don't want to play this game with me. But here's the pistol round for Action PH. A couple rounds away for Zeal to seal the game. To Zeal the game. I'm gonna stop making that pun. It's just not funny anymore. But there is still 5 rifles on the Zeal side, so let's see what they can manage to do here. 4 sheriffs in the hands of Action PH. Well, technically 5 since they do have Georgie on the chamber.
I think APH has yet to fully utilize Zero Death Yo. It feels like they haven't. I would really love to see some metrics on how many fault lines have we seen in this game, but with op shots like that, it's good. Georgie, I think, has gravitated a lot of the members right now to the B site. Rolling Thunder, 4 Rolling Thunder will be used here. That stuns them. How well is the defender on the site? Actually not as good because nobody's there. So it's a free take.
That actually goes against them because they did sort of stun their own team here. But there is a Viper Spit that has been deployed. They do plant it underneath. So this is actually a pretty decent chance for Action PH. But Edmund has a showstopper, could be crucial up against that Viper Spit. They're taking their time because they know that they have a chance. They know that they have the time to play with here. Satchel charges do come out, and Tuge is able to find one in it. That's the showstopper, as Eman finds him with the showstopper, but Craigie is able to trade him so immediately. With a sense of urgency now, they now bury their way onto the side. Far side has to look for a couple more, wins the duel. Gets out of the stun, but doesn't make it in time. It's in time for Zeal to capitalize on it, and I think he's won it. I think Zeal done it. He has with a triple kill clutch, and that's a really great clutch brought to you by the Republic of Gamers.
Oh my goodness, that was so good. He was on the site with the rest of the team, and somehow, some way, he actually sneaks his way through Sands. That is incredible. Now, Eman, yeah, there we go. So with Eman's ultimate there, I think we saw immediately how Zero Deathio was slowly creeping up. He was under drop, picks up a weapon, and starts coming in from right behind. I honestly thought that was going to be Craigie's to flush him out, as he was technically doing the same thing as a retaker, but one step up from Zero Deathio. Now, that does stave him away from match point, which gives APH a bit more time, and also the reset on economy for Zeal's here. Zeal's, on the other hand, have a few set numbers on the B site. But again, Action PH, I think they're starting to figure out that they have to take this a bit slower, and look at how many bodies they have just coming out of Arcade.
Farsigen yet again, this time finding Georgie getting the better of his counterpart on the other team. Finds up one
Spike
only.
down, B.
Eman responds with another. Good attempt right there, but they do get onto the site. Plant should be coming in any second now. They fall back, Zeal. They're happy to give up control. They want to swing out wide, but it's a great flash that blinds up Senior Carl, and Eman taking the kill for free. But Luke responds with one, can't get another. Eman still alive with the triple kill.
Rather expensive round, but still very much doable. Farsigen now has his own showstopper. Can rip one out if he wants to, and make it stick up on the side a little bit more. Not gonna happen this time. Yeah, it is 8 HP, 1 HP, just one bullet. And there you go.
1 HP, 1 bullet. And RU is able to clean up the round 8 to 11 now, and Zeal, they are, well, the lead is starting to shrink tiny bit here. Not too much for concern for Zeal.
Spike down, planted.
I did not expect that was how they actually played that, just a straight up walk up, right? But it works. I also gotta say, that was a nifty little use of your opponent's Viper wall against them. I saw Tuga just hiding behind it and baited his own teammate so that he would have maybe positional unawareness from his opponents, which is good. In any case here, as I mentioned, Ilu, I really feel like this composition from both sides, since it is a mirror comp, just really allows you flexibility on attack, because you can see how much the defenders have to stay on the site, because they just have to, unless every single round will be retake rounds. It has allowed Action PH much more bodies to throw at single defenders at single points of interaction here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Asteray. And on top of that, it's just that they have so much utility to clear out sites. But before we talk about that any further, a couple of kills now coming in. Action PH have found their way into a little bit of an advantage this round. 2 players now down for Zeal. And yeah, just going back to what you were saying earlier, a lot of it being about the utility. They don't have that much information, sure, but when you have this much utility to clear out a site, man, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Oh, showstopper now deployed onto the site. Whips a little bit onto Senior Carl. The crazy for the defense, only able to get 1.
No.
Senior Carl is able to get 1 as Modski is the last one standing in a 1v2.
He does have the spike though, so he can run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows already Senior Carl and Beats are there. Now, the question now lies, how quickly will these 2 defenders rotate? Not quickly enough. They're actually still on the B side itself. They might know. They should know that he's going to be rotating. But it is going to be that 2 versus 1. And as that Headhunter gets flopped, that will be Modski also putting down the spike. Does he have time, though? Oh, that's going to be close. No way. He actually risked it. Oh. Was he slowed enough that he couldn't get to the side in time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
it came down to a fraction of a second. He just didn't get it. But well played, though. With that fault line, I have to give props, man. These flashes and these stuns, Craigie S is playing amazing. We talk about Farsigen a lot. We talk about Georgie a lot. But man, Craigie has been putting up so many great setups for his team, whether it's the flashes, whether it's the support with the fault lines. Amazing play right here from Craigie's.
I gotta say though, I feel like one of the sins for APH now, how they're not able to optimize the rounds. Oh, Georgie! Nah, no damage, no dice.
I thought he had it. I thought he had
it. Same. Anyways, Elu, I think the reason as well how APH are somehow not getting these rounds, even if they should, it feels like they're overcommitting to Emon's showstopper. But he doesn't really get the proper information or the kills, which gives APH, I think, a false sense of security as they come into the A side.
Well, Zinner, Carl, and Beats, they're holding that side.
One enemy remaining.
Firmly grasping it as Beats gets another. And even on this lesser buy, Zeal is able to find a 3v1. Only Georgie, and if there's anyone who can bail his team out, it's got to be this man, Georgie, but he has too much, it's too tall of a task. The spike is dropped, he's stunned up, he is pretty much all done. The aftershock even comes out. They know.
They just throw everything at Georgie here, and his pop shots are making it even easier for them to figure out where he's now looking at. As he jumps through, that is just about that. Zeal Esports, well, they seal the deal on game number 1, 13-8. Pretty respectable finish on that. Talked about how they might be hot and cold, but they came into this one blazing in game number 1, either.
Yeah, indeed. Two players that stood out, particularly for me.